Hi there, it's Michael with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland, and I'm going to look at a really cool Megadeth song that's one of my favourites. It's called Angry Again. Now the song on the original recorded version is in E flat tuning, okay, so if you want to play along to that, you have to tune your guitar down half a step. I'm just keeping it in standard tuning here to keep it easy for us. And there's a Guitar Center video that I kind of watched a bit to make sure I'm teaching this accurately, and it's in standard tuning, okay, so you can play along to that version if you want to play along in standard tuning. So I'll keep my talking to a minimum. I'm going to demonstrate the parts slowly with tabs, talk about the parts that I need to talk about, and then do it a bit faster for you. Here's the intro, slow. Okay, so you've got this typical cool chromatic thing from Megadeth here, and it's a movable pattern that just goes up by 4 frets each time. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is this first bit. Then it's the same pattern really, but you've got to get all the fingers in now, so this will be 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you would move that up to 8, do the same pattern. Up to 12, same pattern. So palm mute on low E, and then you're essentially going up an E5 3-string power chord. Now that's 2 on the A string and 2 on the D string. Now I do separate those notes, but if you listen closely, it could possibly be where they're ringing into one another. Both sound cool. You know, so it's up to you there. Have a close listen to it yourself and you can decide. Then after that, similar, so palm mute to low E, 3 on the A, 2 on the D, and again you could let them ring in. Then 3, 2 on the A. Back to some chugging on an E5 across the lowest 2 strings. Something like that. I'll just mention a few other bits. There's these little like major dyads, which is a very kind of evil Megadeth thing that sounds great. Just make sure you get these slides good. You know, it's got that slide in there that gives it that mean sound. Just like that. Then these chords, the tabs I had downloaded years ago had this a bit weird, which wasn't quite right. You're doing just a good old E5, and then you go to this big stretchy chord. So use your first and pinky there, it makes it a lot easier. Thumb has to be right down the back. The tabs I had years ago had like that chord, which is the same note. So I guess you could play it like that, but you can see when they're playing this that they're doing this. Now just at the end of that bit, we've got this kind of bluesy curl bend. You know, it's not like a big full step bend or anything. Just put that in there as well. And now I'll play it up to speed. So let's look at the verse then. I'll play through the first section of it slowly. Let me just go over the slightly different bit in there in bar 17. So we've got this bit from before. Then mute and open A string before you go into those riffs that you've done before. And the rest of it now. And hopefully you're seeing in there that it's all the same part. Everything is all the same apart from that brief bit I just broke down before, okay? So then let me play through it faster with some tabs. So into the chorus then, just before I do it slow and fast, you've got these dyad chords again. Okay, just for me personally, to slide that around easily, I just use first and third finger for all those little shapes. Okay, it saves you having to think too much. You can keep the fingers glued to those strings and just scoot them around. So you're kind of just playing those shapes with some low E palm muted, like filling in the gaps. And now let's look at the chorus faster. Then more verses and choruses which are the same, just get my tab below and you'll see that, so you'll be able to play right up to the bridge now, and I'll break down the bridge. Okay, so you'll see you're just moving up your good old power chords. Just make sure you get those rest notes in there. You can do that multiple ways, just by blocking off the strings over here, or maybe slightly just tapping the strings between each of your hits. Let me just tag on the little end bit for that bridge. So same chords as before really. And then you've got to go to 3 in the low E and pull off to the open before going up to an E5 power chord at fret 7 of the A string there. Then we're into the solo rhythm, which, you know, is really cool. Obviously Marty Friedman's solo is class over that. I can play that, so if you ever want me to do a lesson on that, you can mention that and I'll try and sort it out sometime. Okay, let's look at how to play the rhythm for the solo slowly. So I'll go that far for now. So as you can see, it's similar chords. You've just got this new riff there where you're playing 3 of the low E, pulling off to the open string, and then getting back into those chords. Now into this next part, which is kind of moving the original riff of the song up in a step, it would be. It's kind of going from like E up to F sharp. So I will play this slowly. So that's just all played around open to fret 1, 2 and 3. So I would just keep your fingers in that position to save any shifting at that point. And then you've got the palm mute, that part in the low E. Then back into the original riff at the start of the song, really. Then it does this full step change. You're going to be doing, it'll sound the same, it's just 1 step higher. And for me personally, I don't like to do too much shifting, so I just keep the fingers locked. So first finger, second, third and fourth, like that, across second, third, fourth and fifth frets. And whatever note I have to play, I just use the finger that's closest in there. And that bit on the low E is palm muted. And then the end is almost the same. Very trademark Megadeth there. All chromatics down the low E string, palm muted. So I'll do that a bit faster for you. The rest of the song is all the same parts, just at the end of the last chorus. I'll just demonstrate these last 3 bars for you to show you how it finishes. So we've got this run again. Then go right down to 2 on the low E. And you're going to play this riff to finish. 2, 1, 2, 3, E5.